All right, for number 5, before I set up the two inequalities, I have to move this plus 10 to the other side. So I have to get the absolute value by itself first before setting up two inequalities, just like we did with equations. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. So I have the absolute value of 3 minus 3m is greater than or equal to 13 minus 10 would be 3. So now that the absolute value is by itself, now I'm ready for the two equations or inequalities. One will be 3 minus 3m is greater than or equal to 3. So the only change that you make from here to here is just take away the absolute value bars. And then the second inequality we make, we're going to make two changes, flip the sign and make this 3 negative. So I'll have 3 minus 3m is less than or equal to negative 3. So we'll go ahead and solve both of these using opposite operations. So negative 3m
Mommy, this one names?
greater than or equal to 0. Divide by negative 3. So m is greater than or equal to 0 divided by negative 3 would be 0. Whoops, I just realized I forgot to flip this inequality sign because I divided by a negative number. Remember, anytime you divide by a negative number, you have to flip your sign. So let me go ahead and make that correction. So m is less than or equal to 0. So now go ahead over here and solve. So subtract 3, negative 3m is less than or equal to negative 3 divided, or minus 3 would be negative 6. Then I'm going to divide by negative 3. Again, I'm dividing by a negative here. So I'm going to have to flip the sign. So m is greater than or equal to negative 6 divided by negative 3 would be positive 2. So let me go over here on the graph. I'll start with this one. M is less than or equal to 0. So here's 0. I have a closed circle. The numbers that are less than that would be to the left. And then the second one, here m is greater than or equal to 2. Closed circle around 2, and greater than would be to the right. So the interval, I'm going to have two intervals this time because I have two shaded portions. So the interval that goes with this left side would be from negative infinity, because it goes to the left forever, until 0, and then use a bracket to close it off. And then the interval that goes with the right side would be bracket 2, comma, positive infinity, because it goes to the right forever.